Hi, my name is Gurmeet Manku. Recently, I came across American Heart Association guidelines, the dietary guidelines, and I noticed something fascinating. So I thought I'll make a video around it. These are the guidelines, 10 points from their publication in 2021. Point 2 is about fruits and vegetables. They say eat aplenty and choose a wide variety. Okay. Point 3 says choose foods made mostly with whole grains instead of refined grains. Okay. Point 4 is about protein. They say choose mostly protein from plants. And they give examples, legumes and nuts. Point 4D is the one that caught my attention because the sentence starts with an if. It says, if meat or poultry are desired, then choose lean cuts and avoid processed forms. Okay, so what's so special about the if? The reason I noticed it is because guideline number 9 also starts with an if. Let's see. It says, if you do not drink alcohol, do not start. Okay. If you choose to drink alcohol, limit the intake. So what is common to 4D and number 9 is that they both start with if, and the way I'm seeing it is they have left it to us to decide if we should have meat or poultry or not. It's kind of optional. They're not insisting we should really have it. They left it to us. If you choose to do it, then you do it like this. Just like the alcohol guideline, they're saying if you don't drink alcohol, don't start. If you choose to drink alcohol, then limit the intake. So I just thought I'll share this with you. I noticed this. Okay, so to understand the context of the American Heart Association guidelines, I thought I'll compare 3 other guidelines with you, and then we'll come back to the AHA guideline once again. So this is USDA food plate by Government of USA. This is a Canadian food guide by Government of Canada. And this is ACLM, American College of Lifestyle Medicine, which is a specialty within mainstream medicine in USA. What is amazing is, in all 3 food plates, so much is actually common. Half of the food plate, the left half, is fruits and vegetables in all 3 of them. Okay, 1/4 approximately in all 3 is grains. It's called whole grains in Canadian Food Guide and whole grains in ACLM Food Guide. The beverage changes. The beverage is dairy in USDA. Canadian Food Guide has water, and ACLM Food Guide has water. Okay, now we're left with the last section, protein section. Protein, let's study what happens to protein in the 3 food plates. USDA allows for 3 eating patterns and they leave it to us. We are free to choose whichever we feel is best. They allow for something called a healthy vegetarian eating pattern also. It's not that well known, I think, but for the healthy vegetarian eating pattern, we can derive protein from plant foods like soy products, beans, peas, lentils, nuts and seeds, and even whole grains have protein in them. Amazing, right? And for the dairy, the beverage section, they say we could choose fortified soy versions like soy milk. So if we choose both of these, which is the protein section is chosen from plants and the dairy is also chosen from plants, then the whole food plate becomes plant only. Okay, so within the healthy vegetarian choice, there is a provision to allow us to choose a plant only food plate if we feel like. Okay, the Canadian Food Guide actually says choose protein foods that come from plants more often. Okay, so visually they are showing approximately half of it is like meat, fish, eggs and dairy, and see the amount of dairy is to me it looks like it's comparable to 1/4 of an egg, and 1/2 of the protein section seems to be beans, peas, legumes, or beans, peas, lentils, or pulses and some nuts and seeds. Okay, they say it here, choose protein foods that come from plants more often. So they're saying eat more and more plants. Okay, ACLM says plant only. Visually, there is just plants in this picture. So see what's going on? USDA Food Guide allows for a healthy vegetarian pattern in which we may choose to make it plant only. Canadian Food Guide says choose proteins from plants more often, and ACLM says plant only. Now, in this context, let's go back to AHA guidelines. What do they say? Now, this is a verbal description. They don't have a picture, but let's see what they're saying. They say fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and then mostly protein from plants. And the meat guideline, there's a if sitting behind the guideline. I just noticed it. I thought I'll share it with you. And it sounds similar to the alcohol guideline. If you choose to drink alcohol, then what to do? Okay, I just thought I'll point this out. And prior to 2021, they also had a publication in 2019. And this one was ACC AHA guideline on the primary prevention of cardiovascular disease. A report by them. Okay, so they have checkmarked plant-based guidelines. And a Mediterranean diet. So they approve of 2 systems. Okay. Okay, so I'm making a video series in which I'm going through a large number of organizations, like what is the role of plants in all these different guidelines. So that is what I'm sharing. This one was about AHA and ACC, okay, American Heart Association. I noticed something interesting. I thought I'll share it with you. So I'm writing articles at Thankful to Plants. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.